Hello students, today we will study wavy curve method for sign scheme of expressions. Wavy curve method. This is for sign scheme. First of all, what do we mean by sign of the expression? Sign. In maths, two types of signs, positive or negative. Consider an expression 2x minus 5. If we go on changing the values of x, the value of expression will also change. Suppose x equal to 1. What is the value? Minus 3. X equal to 2. What is the value of this expression? Minus 1. X equal to 3. Value of this expression is minus 1. X equal to 7. Value is 9. X equal to minus 2. Value is minus 9. And x equal to 5 by 2. What is the value of expression? 0. So, we are observing that if we go on changing the values of x, for some values of x, the value of this expression is negative. For some values of x, the value of this expression is positive. And for some value, the value of expression is 0 also. So, in sign scheme, we study those values of x for which expression is whether positive or negative or 0. We don't have to worry about the exact value of expression in this topic. Just we have to know whether the expression is positive or negative. Okay. So, there are 4 steps for deciding the sign of an expression. I have taken an example where expression is linear, but that may not be the case always. You may face quadratic, cubic, or even higher degree expressions also. So, there is a general method called wavy curve method. Four steps are here. First is write all the zeros or roots. Zeros of an expression means those values of the variable for which the value of the expression is equal to 0. So, write all the zeros, or we can say roots, of the expression on real number line in correct order. First step, decide all the roots and write them on the number line. Second step is write the frequencies of zeros, or we can say roots. Write the frequency of zeros beneath them. We will explain, we will see every step through example, don't worry about it. Third, determine the sign of expression for a particular value of variable, particular value of variable. Particular means any value you can take, it is up to you. Okay, means any value other than zeros or roots. Okay, why? Because if you put the value of x as root, then the expression will be 0. So we can't say whether it is positive or negative. 0 is neither positive nor negative. Now, fourth step is walk through all the zeros or roots. Walk through all the zeros. See, writing walk through doesn't mean that you put your notebook on the ground and start walking. Let's see with example. If frequency is odd, then sign changes, and if frequency is even, the sign does not change. These are the 4 steps while deciding the sign scheme for an expression. Now take an example. For example, see, x minus 2 whole square, x plus 4 whole cube, x minus 3 power 4, x minus 11, x plus 1 power 5. This is, suppose, an expression. Now, what is the degree of this expression? Can you tell? The degree of this expression is what? Plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 5 means 14. 15. Degree is 15. 2 plus 3, 5, 4, 9, 10, 15. If an expression is given in this manner, then we can immediately find the roots or zeros. How? From this factor, we will have root 2, root as 2, minus 4, 3, 11, minus 1. Okay? Now, first step, write all the zeros of the expression on real number line in correct order. Means, correct order means from left to right, the order is increasing. So, which root will be on the leftmost side, the smallest one? It is what? Minus 4, then minus 1, then 2, 3, 11. Okay. First step is complete. Now second step. Write the frequency of zeros beneath them. Frequency means how many times that root is there. This is x minus 2 whole square. See, whole square is nothing but x minus 2 writing twice, or power 4 or power 3 writing thrice. So this is called frequency of roots. So 2 is a root, its frequency is 2. Minus 4 is a root, whose frequency is 3. Minus 1 is a root. What is the frequency? Minus 5. And frequency is 5. What is the frequency of 3? 4. And what is the frequency of 11? Only 1. So now our second step is complete. If we practice enough, then writing frequencies will not be necessary, but for practice purpose, for learning purpose, it is a must. So second step is we have done. Now third, determine the sign of expression for a particular variable, for a particular value of variable, any value other than zeros. Take the value at your choice. I will take over here 50, but you can take 0, 6, 7, whatever, but other than these roots, because if we put 3, the value is 0, we can't decide the sign. So I am taking 50, for example. But always remember, taking 50 or 100 is not a rule like hard and fast. You can take any value of your choice. I am taking 100. Why? Because for 100, x equal to 100, this factor is positive. This is positive. This is positive. This is positive. This is also positive. So at x equal to 100, we don't know the exact value of this expression. No need to calculate. The topic is sign scheme. Just we have to tell positive value or negative value. So for x equal to 100, we see that all the factors are positive. So what will be the sign of this expression? Positive. And where is 100 on this number line? So here write positive. Okay. Now, third step is complete. Fourth step, walk through all the zeros. If the frequency is odd, then sign change. Sign change means what? If we change sign from positive, what will be the sign? Negative. That's it. If we change sign from negative, what will be the sign? Positive. So now we are walking through zeros. See, we are crossing 11. We should not walk there because we have to walk through zeros. On the right side now, there are no zeros. We are crossing 11. See the frequency, 1 time. The frequency of 11 is odd, and if the frequency of odd is odd, then sign changes. So positive, then here negative. Now through 3. We are crossing the root 3. What is the frequency of 3? 4. 3 is how many times? 4 times. Means even number of times. If the frequency is even, the sign does not change by walking through that route. So here negative, even if we cross, it is even time. So here also negative. Now we are crossing 2. What is the frequency of 2? How many times? 2 times. Again even times. Sign does not change. Okay. What is the frequency of -1? 5 times. Odd number of times. Odd number of times means sign will change. Okay. Now -4. How many times? 3 times. Odd number of times. Frequency is odd, sign will change. So now this completes the sign scheme for this given expression. Now, why this is called wavy curve method? See, no need to write this. -4, -1, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 11. If we draw the graph, rough sketch. Here positive means for the values of x which are greater than 11, the sign of this expression is positive. For the values of x lying between 3 and 11, the sign of this expression is negative. Okay. So, we can draw a rough sketch by this method. Where the sign is positive, the graph will lie above x-axis, and where the expression is negative, the graph will lie below x-axis. So, like this, crossing 11, sign is changing, so negative. Crossing 3, sign is not changing, again below x-axis. Crossing 2 also, sign is not changing, so like this. And crossing -1, sign is changing. If it is positive, then, and after -4, negative. So we can use this method for drawing the graph, rough graph also. Positive graph is above x-axis, negative graph is below x-axis. This is why it is also called wavy curve method. Okay. Now, what are the uses of this? Suppose by an example that if f of x is equal to 2 power x minus 32 x minus 4 whole cube x plus 6 power 5 x minus 5 x plus 3 power 4 and x minus 7 power 6, like this. Find the values of x for which first f of x greater than 0, second f of x less than 0. Third, f of x greater than or equal to 0. And 4, f of x less than or equal to 0. So, we can decide by sign scheme. Let us see how. First step, write all the zeros on the number line. Which 0 in the leftmost side? Smallest one, -6, then -3, -6, -3, then 4, 5, 7. And from this one, 5. We have already written this. This completes our first step. Now, frequency of zeros. -6. How many times? 5 times. -3. 4 times. 4. 3 times. 5. 2 times. 1 here and 1 here. 2 times and 7. 6 times. Now come to third step. Determine the sign at any value. Put x equal to 100, 1000. Clearly this expression will be positive. 100 is this side, positive. If we cross 7, fourth step, if we cross 7, what is the frequency of 7? 6. Even times, sign will not change. Cross 5, 2 times, sign will not change. 4, 3 times, sign will change. -3, 4 times, even number of times, sign will not change. -6, 5 times, odd number of times. Frequency is 5, odd number of times, sign will change. Now we can directly write the answers. F of x greater than 0 means positive. So we have to write those values of x for which this expression f of x is having positive values. So in form of intervals, we can write x belongs to -infinity to -6. -6 open or close? Open. Because f of x has to be greater than 0, not greater than or equal to 0. Now where is a positive? 4 to 5, union 5 to 7, union 7 to infinity. Okay. Now, f of x less than 0 means negative. Where are negative values? So, x belongs to -6, -3, union -3, 4. Third, f of x greater than or equal to 0. Greater than or equal to 0. Greater than equal to 0 means positive, -infinity to -6, closed. Okay, because equal to 0 is also allowed. Union 4 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to infinity, but equal to 0 is also allowed. So we can directly write 4 to infinity. Okay? But here something wrong, a slight mistake, still answer is not this. See, equal to 0 is also allowed. So, minus 3 should also be in our answer. Union minus 3, 4. F of x less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to 0 means x belongs to minus 6 to minus 3, or we can write minus 6 to minus 3 union minus 3 to 4, because here it is closed interval, equality is allowed. So, we can directly write minus 6 to 4 closed. Okay, and these two values 5 and 7. So, 5 and 7 will be under set sign, not interval sign, because only two values. Here minus 3 is under set sign. Okay, so this is how we use Weyerkar method for determining sign of expressions. Okay. Okay. Another example, we can solve various questions with the help of Weyerkar method. Suppose a question like this: find the solution set of x square or equal to 0. See, we can apply Weyerkar method as well. If we factorize numerator, it is x minus 2, x minus 5 by denominator see, x minus 2 is common in numerator and denominator, but you should not cancel. We may commit a mistake in writing answers if we cancel. So, just let it is. Now, on number line, the theory is write all the zeros. Here numerator and denominator. Don't worry about that. Write the roots of numerator as well as denominator also. From numerator, we have roots 2 and 5. And from denominator, we have roots 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. So, just write the sign scheme. Just write the sign scheme for this expression first. Zeros on the number line. Now, I am not writing the frequencies, just keep in mind that put any value of x, say x equal to 8. At x equal to 8, this expression is positive, 8 is here, positive. Cross 5, 5 how many times? One time, sign will change, 1 is odd, 3 one time, odd time, sign will change. 2 times, once in numerator and once in denominator. So we will count the frequency of 2 times, which is even. See, remember, we have to think of frequency is even or odd, not the roots. Here 2 is the root, it is even eventually, but if the frequency is of 5 is also even, then sign won't change. So frequency of 2 is even, sign won't change. What is frequency of 1? 1 time, sign will change. Now we need greater than or equal to. X belongs to positive. Equality, so see, equality sign is also there, but I have kept these as open interval because for if we include x equal to 1, 2 and 3 values, this expression will not be defined. So those values must not be included. We do things within the definition, not beyond the definition. So whether there is equality sign or not, never include the roots of denominator in your answer. Okay? Here, another example. Solve the inequality x square plus 2x plus 5 by x square minus 10x plus 21 less than 1. See, wavy curve method or sign scheme tells us to relate the expression or to find the solution when expression is positive or negative. This method does not tell us whether the expression is greater than 1 or 2, less than 5 like this. So we can always relate this inequality by 0. By writing like this, minus 1 less than 0. So now this expression is 12x minus 16 by x square minus 10x plus 21 less than 0. Okay. Now, fine. Write the zeros, sign scheme. What from numerator? 4 by 3 and from denominator 3 and 7. 4 by 3, 3 and 7. Okay. Put x equal to 100. Or you can put a 0 also, don't worry about that. X equal to 100, clearly this expression will be positive. Cross 7, 3, 7, 4 by 3, all are 1 time, all are odd times. So sign will always change. Now we have to solve for less than 0. So where are negative values? We can write like this also on number line. We can indicate solution like this. Where negative? Why this a small circle? Open interval. Okay. So therefore, we can write the answer as x belongs to minus infinity to 4 by 3 union 3 to 7. Okay. One more example of Webber method. Solve the inequality three x plus 7 upon 5x minus 12 like this. Two-sided inequality. 3x plus 7 by 5x minus 12 is greater than minus 1 and 3x plus 7 by 5x minus 12 is less than or equal to 2. So, in these type of questions, we have to solve two inequalities. One from here, understand carefully, 3x plus 7 by 5x minus 12 greater than minus 1, isn't it? And from here, 3x plus 7 by 5x minus 12 less than or equal to 2. Both are necessary, or if this is true, this may not be true like this. No, here both are necessary because this expression is greater than minus 1. It does not mean this expression can be equal to 100 or 200. Greater than minus 1 as well as less than or equal to 2. Okay. So, in there we write add. Now relate by 0, 3x plus 7 by 5x minus 12 plus 1 greater than 0 and 3x plus 7 by 5x minus 12 minus 2 less than or equal to 0. Now, 8x minus 5 by 5x minus 12 greater than 0, and here minus 7x plus 31 by 5x minus 12 less than or equal to 0. So, first in this type of question, our approach is to find the separate solutions for these two inequalities, and for writing the final solution, we have to find the common between those two solutions because both are necessary. Okay. So, first of all, here we will have roots as from numerator 5 by 8 and from denominator 12 by 5, 5 by 8, 12 by 5. Okay. Now, sign scheme. Put x equal to 100. What will be the sign? Positive. And while crossing these roots, observe the frequency, 1 time both. So, sign will change. Okay, we need greater than 0, means positive reason, here and here, and come from here. What is the roots from numerator? 31 by 7, and what from denominator? 12 by 5. 12 by 5 and 31 by 7. Okay. If we put x equal to 100 or 200 or 300, what will be the sign of this expression? Observe carefully. This is a common mistake a student always occur. Okay, this side positive. No. Observe carefully. When we put x equal to 100, actually this expression is negative. Actually this expression is negative. So here it is negative, and of course these roots are 1 time, means odd number of times. So every time we cross, the sign will change. So positive, negative. We need less than or equal to. You observe small circle on 12 by 5 and not on 31 by 7. As equality is allowed, so we must include the roots, but never include the roots of denominator. Okay. So, what for writing the final solution? For writing the final solution, plot these solution on a single number line. So first of all, write all the numbers involved on this number line. 5 by 8, 12 by 5, 31 by 7. This is from first inequality, and from second inequality. So now if we look at, we can easily identify the common solution, that is common reason, this one, this one. So our final solution we can write as minus infinity to 5 by 8, close or open? Open, because here it is not included, in this it is included, but we are writing common solution. So, open, union, 31 by 7 close, comma, infinity. So, this way we can solve two-sided inequalities. Okay. Now, 2 points I am mentioning, just remember those as note. First, for rational algebraic expressions, that is, for expressions of the form polynomial by polynomial, the roots of numerator are called zeros of the expression, roots of numerator, and the roots of denominator are called, roots of denominator are called poles of the expression. For example, x square plus 2x minus 15 and zeros are roots of numerator. So what are the roots? Can you tell me? Minus 5, 3. And poles are minus 7 and minus 13. This I have said because where you can find that poles of the expression. So what is pole? Nothing but roots of the denominator. Okay. Second point is, this is for polynomial expression. For polynomial expression of any degree, whether it is linear, quadratic, cubic, biquadratic, quintic, whatever, any degree, the sign on the rightmost side is same as the sign of leading coefficient. Leading coefficient means coefficient of highest power. For example, suppose it is like 2x power 5 plus bx power 4 plus cx plus d. We know that here leading coefficient is positive. Leading coefficient is positive. But if numbers are not given, then it is difficult to find the roots. Say its roots are x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. Okay. Rightmost side means this side. The sign is same as the sign of the leading coefficient. So what is the leading coefficient over here? 2, positive. So it is positive. Now, if we know the root, then we can change signs by observing the frequency. Now, again it is minus 3x power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. There will be 4 roots if there are x2, x3, x. Rightmost side means this side. Sign is same as the sign of leading coefficient. What is the leading coefficient? Negative. So here we can say that it is negative. If you remember this, then it will be better to start questions. Okay? Now, I am going to take an example of rational algebraic expression, or we can simply say that rational expression means expression of the form polynomial by polynomial. With the help of sign scheme, we can also find maximum and minimum values of those expressions, or say range of those expressions. Okay? Example. Find the maximum and minimum values of the expression x square minus 2x plus 4 by x square plus 2x plus 4 for all x belonging to R. Means, if we change the values of x, the value of this expression will also change. So, we have to find minimum and maximum values. Or this question can also be written as find the range of function f of x equal to x square minus 2x plus 4 by x square plus 2x plus 4. Both are similar. Now see the approach. What should we do? Let this expression as equal to y. Suppose the given expression is equal to y. So now we have to find the maximum and minimum value of y. Okay. We can also write it as yx square plus 2yx plus 4y equal to x square minus 2x plus 4. Okay. Now, the next step is write this as quadratic equation in x. So, we have y minus 1x square plus 2y plus 1x plus 4y minus 1 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation in x. And yes, x is real. So, in a quadratic equation, when x is real, quadratic equation in x and x is real, it means, what is the condition for x to be real in a quadratic equation? Discriminant is greater than or equal to 0. Since x is real, this implies discriminant greater than or equal to 0. So, what is the discriminant? B square means 4y plus 1 whole square minus 4ac means 16y minus 1 whole square greater than or equal to 0. We can take 4 common. Y square minus 2y plus 1 minus 3 not minus 4 y square minus 2y plus 1. Even if we do not write 4, then it is okay. Y square minus 4y square minus 3y square minus 2y, it is plus 2y, sorry, plus 2y plus 8y, which is plus 10y minus 3. Now, if you are bored with so many minus sign, we can also write this equation, this inequality as 3y square minus 10y plus 3. Why? Because multiplying by minus sign changes the inequality. Even if you do not do this, it is okay. Now consider, here we will make use of sign scheme. This is an expression in y. So first, write the sign scheme for minus 3y square plus 10y minus 3. What are the roots? Means here values of y, because it is an expression in y. 1 by 3, 3. Okay, if we put x equal to 100, it is negative. Here negative, positive, negative. Now we are interested with greater than or equal to 0. Where? Here. This implies what? Y belongs to 1 by 3 comma 3, which is also we can say that range of function, or we can say that required maximum value equal to 3, required minimum value is equal to 1 by 3, and in between all the values are in range. So sign scheme is very useful in various chapters. We will have use of sign scheme. So learn it carefully and solve the questions of the worksheet on this topic. Okay. Next class also we will focus on sign scheme, but in a different manner for quadratic expressions. Okay, and we will see what are the uses of sign scheme for quadratic expression. Okay, thank you.